This heartbreaking scene began on a quiet street where a devoted mother cat had made her home in a muddy hole beside the road. Despite the threatening sounds of barking dogs nearby, she refused to leave her makeshift den. Her maternal instincts kept her close to her tiny kittens, who depended on her completely for survival. A kind man walking by noticed something unusual about this cat's behavior. Unlike typical strays that run away when humans approach, she stayed firmly in place. As he moved closer to see what was happening, he discovered the desperate mother protecting her babies in the muddy shelter. Her eyes showed both exhaustion and fierce determination as she positioned herself over her vulnerable kittens. When the man tried to help by reaching toward them, the mother cat's survival instincts took over. She tried to scratch him, not because she was mean, but because she needed to protect her babies at any cost. This was a mother doing everything possible to keep her family safe in an unsafe world. The man understood that this rescue would need patience and careful planning. He stepped back and called his friend to bring supplies that would help gain the mother's trust. They knew that forcing the situation would only make things worse for everyone involved. When his friend arrived with creamy treats and a pet carrier, they developed a gentle approach. Using a stick to maintain safe distance, they offered the food to the hungry mother. She had been focusing so much on caring for her kittens that she had barely eaten. Her hunger finally won over her caution, and she began eating the treats carefully. While the mother cat was distracted by the much-needed food, the man slowly and gently picked up one of her kittens. He moved very carefully to avoid frightening her or triggering her protective response. Every movement had to be calm and deliberate. The full story of their struggle came to light when the man asked a nearby person about the cat family's situation. The neighbor revealed the heartbreaking truth that had led to this desperate circumstance. The mother cat had once belonged to someone who cared for her, but that owner had abandoned her 6 weeks ago and never returned. For more than a month, this devoted mother had been surviving completely on her own in terrible conditions. She had been living in the mud, finding whatever food she could, and protecting her babies without any help or shelter. The hole by the roadside had become their entire world, cold and dangerous, but it was all she could provide for her family. This revelation changed everything for the rescuer. He now understood that the mother cat was not aggressive or unfriendly by nature. She was a traumatized parent who had been abandoned when she needed help the most. Her scratching and defensive behavior came from fear and the overwhelming responsibility of keeping her babies alive without any support. The rescue had to be completed with great care to keep the family together. The man gently placed each kitten into the carrier, making sure the mother could see that her babies were safe. Then he carefully helped the protective mother into the same carrier so the family would not be separated during this important transition. He brought the entire family to his home where they would finally have the security they deserved. The muddy hole by the road was now just a memory as they settled into their new life filled with warmth, proper food, and most importantly, safety from the dangers they had faced for so long. The mother cat slowly began to trust again as she realized that not all humans would abandon her. Her kittens grew stronger each day in their safe environment, learning to play and explore without fear. The transformation from desperate survival to comfortable security showed the incredible impact that one person's compassion can make. This rescue story demonstrates why it is so important for people to help abandoned animals in their communities. Every stray cat or dog has a story, and many of them are simply pets who were left behind by owners who moved away or lost interest. These animals often struggle to survive on their own, especially mothers with babies to protect. The mother cat and her kittens now live in a loving home where they receive all the care they need. Their story reminds us that small acts of kindness can completely change lives. When we see animals in need, taking action can mean the difference between life and death for vulnerable creatures who cannot help themselves. If this rescue story touches your heart, share your suggestions for kitten names and subscribe for more stories about animals who found their way from danger to safety through the kindness of caring people.